Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to be doing 9.4 volume this time. We're talking about volume of prisms and cylinders. In the past we've talked about surface area, now we are going to get into volume. It is going to be a nice, short, quick lesson. Only definition you have today is going to be the word volume. Please write this down. Pause now for a moment. Alright, so volume. It says the number of cubic units contained in the interior. Cubic units. So it's going to be units to the third. Okay, that's what cubic units means. Unit times unit times unit. It is always going to be cubic units when dealing with volume. Okay, volume is going to be the area of the base times the height. Doesn't matter what, if it's going to be a prism or a cylinder, you're going to take the area of the base times the height. So just know that, area of base times height. This very first one, I'll walk with it with you. Okay, walk through it with you. It says find the volume of the prism. The very first thing is you have to identify the bases. Okay, notice that you have 4 rectangles. Those are going to be your faces. The 2 ends, okay, right here, this end right here and this end right here, those are your bases. But remember, our volume is only to find one area of the base. Okay, so the volume is equal to finding the area of the base times the height. Well, if we know our base is a rectangle 5 centimeters long, 3 centimeters wide, we need to take 5 times 3 and multiply it times the height of the overall shape, times the height of the shape, which is 13. So multiply 5 times 3, you get 15, then multiply that by 13, and altogether your answer comes out to be 195. Now again, remember when we just talked about our last slide, talked about volume being measured in cubic units. Our units are going to be centimeters, so we need to take centimeters cubed. And again, whenever you say cubed, it's talking to the third power. Okay, to the third power. Next one, a triangular prism. Try to figure out this triangular prism right now. Pause now. Alright, triangular prism. The very first thing is you need to figure out what is the base and the height of your base. Okay, again, base and height of your base. So of the shape here is going to be our base. Alright, we have our right angle there. Okay, one side is 8 centimeters, one side is 6 centimeters. The hypotenuse is 10 centimeters. Well, we know that the height is going to be an end that goes to a perpendicular angle. So here, AB right there, that is going to be our height, and we know that it's because it forms a right angle. Okay, so our height is going to be 8 centimeters. So again, our volume is equal to the base times our height. Well, we know the base of a triangle. What is the area of a triangle? We know that. What is it? You're right. It is half times base times height. And we need to multiply that times the height of the overall triangular prism. Okay? So if we take half times, we know we have a height of 8 on our triangle and our base. Our base is going to be 6. 10 is your hypotenuse. It's never going to be your base or your height. Your hypotenuse is something we don't even need to know. As long as we have the height and the base of our triangle, we are set. So we need to take our base is 6, our height is 8, and multiply it times the overall height of the triangular prism, which is going to be 12. When we multiply half times 6 times 8, well, 6 times 8 is 48. 6 times 8 is 48. Then you take half of 48 and you get 24. Okay? And we need to still multiply that by 12. So on your calculator, type in 24 times 12, and you will get the answer every single time of 288 centimeters cubed. Again, centimeters cubed. Units cubed to find the volume. That is the unit of the volume. Okay, there you go, triangular prism. Moving on to something a little different. It's a cylinder, but still we use the exact same formula we used with that rectangular prism. With the triangular prism, we still use that same formula for the cylinder. So, what was that formula? V equals capital B times H. The only thing that's going to be different is how do you find the area of your base? Our base in this problem, because it's a cylinder, we have a circle. So the question is, how do you find the area of that circle? Well, area of that circle, if you remember, is going to be your pi times your r squared. Okay, but that's the area of the base. We also need to multiply it times our height of 33, which is we're going to plug in right now. Okay, so now again, I like to simplify this pi before I multiply it all together. Okay, so now you take 24 squared. 24 squared is 576 every time. Multiply it by pi times 33. Okay, again, I am going to get an answer that in terms of pi. So you take 576 and you multiply it times 13. So class, what is 576 times 33? You got it. It is 19,000. Huge number. 19,008. However, we have not taken it to pi yet. Okay, so don't be discouraged if your number starts becoming very, very, very large. Okay, now we have 19,008 times your 3.14, and when you multiply all of this together, again, it says round to the nearest whole number. Well, our number, when we multiply this all together, we get a whole number of 59,685. Okay, that is our unit, that is our answer, but we need to plug in our unit. What is the unit on a volume? Units cubed, so it's going to be inches cubed. Inches cubed. Go down, work through the problem slowly, and you come up with your answer. Okay, find the area of the base, multiply that times your height, and you come out with your answer. Okay, here we go. This is the last slide of tonight, guys. Alright, so finish this one, and you're set. Alright, so trying this one out, hopefully you were able to solve it. We'll see if you are correct. Alright, the very first thing, your volume is equal to the area of your base times your height. When you find the area of a circle, because this again is the overall shape, the solid is a cylinder, but your base is a circle. So you need to find pi r squared times your height. Okay, so when you take pi times your r squared, you are going to take pi times, and what is the radius of this circle? Yes, it is 11. So you're going to take pi times 11 squared and multiply it times your overall height of your cylinder, which is 14. When you take 11 times 11, what do you come up with? 121. Pi times 14, multiply 121 times 14, and you get 1,694 pi. Okay, again, I like to make it in terms of pi, not to mention I love pi. French silk, by the way, in case you guys want to bring something in. Okay, but 1,694 pi, I like to do it because I get a more exact answer in the end. Your overall answer is going to be, when you multiply 1,694 times pi, you get, again, a whole number answer of 5,319, and then your units is going to be what? Centimeters cubed. Alright, so you have centimeters cubed on that last one. I said, that was our last note of the day. So what you really need to know on this is volume is equal to your base, area of your base, times your height. That is going to be the formula you need to memorize. Okay, so know that. No surface area of prisms and cylinders, no surface area of pyramids, okay, and cones, pyramids and cones. And then lastly, make sure you also know volume of prisms and cylinders. I'm guessing you can know what 9.5 is all about. Alright, I'll keep you in the lurk. See ya.